2024 Volvo EX90 Preview. The 2024 Volvo EX90 is an all-new, all-electric luxury SUV with seating for 7 and cutting-edge safety tech. We expect pricing to start at around $80,000. This isn't the first electric vehicle, EV, from Volvo, but it does represent a shift. The 2024 EX90 is different from the XC40 Recharge and C40 Recharge models not just because it's bigger. It was also designed from the get-go as an EV. In addition, it features the best of Volvo in terms of safety features and design, plus a sustainable approach to manufacturing. It isn't enough just to produce a luxury electric SUV. There has to be transparency regarding the sourcing of elements like cobalt, used in EV batteries. Volvo is doing just that, allowing traceability from mine to factory, while only using suppliers that comply with human rights conventions and labor laws. Interested buyers can make their reservations now and choose their exact specifications later in 2023, in time for delivery in 2024. 2024 Volvo EX90 pricing. We expect the 2024 Volvo EX90 to start at around $80,000. Volvo is building the new EX90 at its facility in Ridgeville, South Carolina. Assuming the current federal tax credit rules are still in place when the EX90 hits the showrooms in 2024, it will be eligible for the full $7,500. Rivals include the BMW 9, from $84,100 and with a range of 324 miles, and the Mercedes EQE SUV, which we expect to start around $75,000 to $80,000. Or there's the Tesla Model X, from $121,000 and able to travel for 351 miles between charges. If something more affordable and with the backup of a gasoline engine would be preferable, the Volvo XC90 Recharge plug-in hybrid starts at $73,000. These are all 2023 prices. Before buying a new X90, check the Kelley Blue Book fair purchase price to know what you should really pay. What's new for 2024? Sharing a dedicated platform with the also new Polestar 3 all-electric SUV, the 2024 Volvo EX90 is the latest addition to the company's portfolio and another step toward making only electric vehicles by 2030. It's a luxurious flagship model with the most up-to-date safety tech, which is a typically Volvo thing to do. Driving the 2024 Volvo EX90. In the absence of any seat-of-the-pants driving impressions, this seems like a good place to talk about LiDAR. It stands for light detection and ranging. Every new X90 electric SUV has a LiDAR sensor as standard. Connected to a computer that employs artificial intelligence, AI, LiDAR helps to create a virtual three-dimensional image of the space around the vehicle, right down to small details like debris on the road. The X90 also uses 5 radar sensors, 8 cameras, and 16 ultrasonic sensors. The result in real-world situations is enhanced safety. If the X90 driver wants to go straight ahead at an intersection, the vehicle detects any traffic on a crosswise path and can apply the brakes automatically if necessary. Volvo's ambition is for its products not to be involved in any collisions, and says the X90 is the safest Volvo yet. Pilot Assist is also standard in the 2024 X90, helping to keep the vehicle between lane markings, while maintaining safe distances and speeds for the conditions. The 2024 X90 electric SUV comes with an adaptive air suspension. Cool yet welcoming cabin. A Volvo interior is generally a thing of beauty. Volvo has made the new X90 electric SUV its flagship model, and the company has gone to town in its typical restrained, understated way. For example, smooth wood trim is backlit with LEDs to suggest soft sunlight. A floating center console provides space beneath to stow a small bag. The interior uses recycled plastics for some of the textiles, plus seat coverings of a wool blend. And the X90 has Volvo's largest panoramic glass roof yet. When automakers try to design a button-free dashboard, they tend to load up the steering wheel with a bunch of controls. Volvo hasn't done that with the EX90. This elegantly sparse cabin has just one rotary control on the center console for most used functions like volume, play and pause. The gear selector is a stock on the steering column. A lot of systems can be accessed through the large 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen, or handled by voice commands. This is a mid-size 3-row SUV with seating for 7, in a 2-3-2 front-to-rear configuration. Legroom in the second row measures a decent 36.5 inches. The third row is naturally less spacious, with 31.9 inches of legroom. The luggage area behind the third row measures 12.9 cubic feet, enough for 3 golf bags. Fold down rows 2 and 3 for maximum cargo space of 67.6 cubic feet. A storage spot under the hood offers 1.2 cubic feet, if shared with a warning triangle. Genius/generic exterior. Yes, here's yet another Volvo review that mentions Thor's hammer headlights. And sure, the 2024 EX90 definitely sports a variation on this theme. But since we all tend to see faces in the front ends of vehicles, there's another Avenger that springs to mind with the EX90. Iron Man. Seriously, take a second look. If that's meant to imply power, innovation, protection, and the forces of good, then Volvo has been quite clever. Otherwise, the new EX90 SUV doesn't really pack any visual surprises. Being an electric vehicle, it doesn't need a grille, so there isn't one. The rear end has elements we've seen on other contemporary Volvos, although the little stacks of LEDs either side of the rear window are quite cool. In terms of overall size, the EX90 is a little longer, wider and lower than the well-known XC90 midsize 3-row SUV. It's built on a dedicated EV platform, though. Our favorite features and tech. Google built-in. The X90's infotainment system includes features like Google Maps, Google Assistant, and Google Play. Yet it's also compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay. Driver information display. It's a bit small compared with the large touchscreen, measuring 7 inches on the diagonal, but this instrument cluster is connected to and moves with the steering column. So it's never obscured by the steering wheel. Over-the-air updates. This isn't just for the navigation system's maps, software updates can also be applied to the onboard computer. The X90 can continue to improve even after it's been purchased. Digital key. The X90 can recognize an authorized user's smartphone and grant access, loading personal profile settings automatically. No need to use a regular key at all. Two-way charging. Bidirectional charging means the X90 can provide power for things like recharging laptops, running a string of lights, or even recharging another electric vehicle. Bowers & Wilkins audio. An expensive option, admittedly, but top-class stuff. B&W speakers are used in the famous Abbey Road studios. The company has developed a special surround sound setup for the new X90, pushing 1,610 watts through 25 speakers, some of which are set into the headrests and the ceiling. It's also enhanced by the Dolby Atmos system. Engine and transmission. The first version of the new X90 comes with a pair of electric motors, one for each axle, making all-wheel drive standard. Total output is a substantial 496 horsepower and 671 lb-ft of torque. Volvo estimates range the distance traveled on a single full battery charge at 300 miles. Charging the battery from 10 to 80% takes about 30 minutes using a DC fast charger, or 111 miles in 10 minutes. Towing capacity is 4,850 pounds. Dual electric motors. 496 total horsepower. 671 lb-ft total torque. Maximum range, 300 miles, Volvo's estimate. 4-year/50,000 mile warranty. Volvo's new car and powertrain warranties are both for 4 years or 50,000 miles, whichever occurs first. The company also covers the batteries of its electrified vehicles for 8 years or 100,000 miles. Chances are the new X90 will have the same kind of warranties. These are typical for the luxury vehicle sector.